100,000 new homes could go a long way in addressing the valley's housing shortage, and a developer in the West Valley is looking to make that happen. But some question if the size and the scale are actually sustainable for long term. Here's ABC 15 investigator Courtney Holmes.
We're 30 miles west of Phoenix, past the White Tank Mountains, in pristine desert that developers are hoping will eventually become home to some 300,000 people. But between now and then, the infrastructure for what amounts to a city has to go in place.
A lot of things I've been involved in have turned out to be special.
Jerry Colangelo came to the Valley to develop the Phoenix Suns franchise, but his enduring legacy could lay in what develops on this land some 50 years later.
It was never a matter of if, it was when. You know, how soon would this take place?
Colangelo and his partners always had ambitious plans for the 37,000 acres in North Buckeye since its purchase in 2002.
Buckeye is the fastest growing city in America today, and that's now. Think about 10, 20, 30, 40 years from now.
With more than 200 people a day moving to the Valley, they say it's time to get houses built.
I think that we should have homes on the ground in 2022 for new residents to move in.
David O'Reilly is the CEO of Howard Hughes Corporation. The company bought the land from Colangelo's partners to begin developing the master-planned community, Douglas Ranch.
I think the easiest way to think about it is it's 3 times the size of the island of Manhattan.
The eventual goal, 100,000 homes, 300,000 residents, and even more businesses.
It's its own city. And when we're done, we'll have just as many people commuting into work as living there.
That many people will require a lot of water. O'Reilly says they'll get it from the ground.
Douglas Ranch sits right on top of the lower Hassayampa aquifer, which will primarily be our source of water.
And that has environmental advocates concerned.
Too big, too much.
Sandy Barr is with conservation group Sierra Club. Because of prolonged drought and cuts to Colorado River allotments, she says Arizona is running out of options for surface water to replenish groundwater that's been pumped.
Arizona cities like Buckeye should be looking at much more modest growth.
A May 2021 report from the ASU Kyle Center for Water Policy showed there's a possibility the groundwater in the Hassayampa Basin is considerably less than regulators estimate, and some of what's left may not be usable. The state's Department of Water Resources is in the process of determining that right now.
Not the kind of development we should be doing in the Sonoran Desert.
But Howard Hughes Corporation says it knows how to operate in the desert. Summerlin, its master-planned community in Las Vegas, has been around since 1990.
We've been ahead of the curve further beyond just the local regulations, saving over 100 millions of gallons of water a year in Summerlin. We're going to be able to employ those exact same technologies.
The state has determined the project's first phase, Trillium, has adequate 100-year supply for just over 7,000 homes. Building is expected to begin next year and could continue for the next 40 years.
I won't see it beyond who knows how many years I have left, but this place is going to be an incredible place.
In Buckeye, Courtney Holmes, ABC 15, Arizona.